Hey, how's it guys? Welcome to yet another video of Escape Garage. So I was supposed to edit and all the video and then kind of sort of became lazy, and also yesterday I had a great day, I guess. We were at Upper Empire Escape Off. We met fellow Upper Escapers and all of that, and the video for that will come next week. So I probably should be editing the video and getting that out, but I think this one is long overdue, and just going to discuss the concepts behind building your first planted tank. So it doesn't have to be complicated, and we're gonna try and break down those concepts when we are building a tank. This one has been gathering dust, like literally gathering dust in the garage, and there's this one big black lava rock stone that has been making a lot of eye contact with me every time I walk into the garage. So I thought, you know what, come on, let's do something right. Let's maybe first break down high level what it is that you need for your first planted tank, emphasis on planted tank. So first thing, surprise, you do need a tank. You need a tank. I think as far as how big of a size of a tank that you need depends on your budget, the space that you have for it, and all of that. For the purpose of this video, I am using this guy. I think measures 40 centimeter by 25 centimeter by 30, I believe. So yeah, chose this guy. So yeah, that would be essentially the first thing that you essentially going to need. And the other big concept that I do want to cover here is the substrate. With the substrate, essentially you can go a lot of different ways with it. So depending on what you want to do, like I said, I'm heavily emphasizing that here we are doing a planted tank. So we most definitely do need a substrate system that can provide nutrients for plant growth. And for longevity as well. I'll just show you how I go over that. So on the topic of substrate though, you can get quite a lot of different things that you can go with. There are inert substrate, which means they essentially just don't give you any source of nutrients, at least in the short run. Topic for another day. It won't give you a source of nutrients right away. With that, you get something like your sand that you can easily use in your aquarium, your gravel and all of that. But yeah, again, you can use a combination of those things with some nutrient-rich soil underneath it to give it nutrients as well. So that's one way of doing it. What's the method, kind of? Again, topic for another day that we can branch down into, but yeah, we do have a tank here set up that way. So yeah, and then you get your active soil. A lot of the time, especially in the hobby, you will get your what is this? Your clay-based soil, upper soil. You can get it from the different manufacturers for this that you can get, and I guess one of them, top of the range, would be your ADA soil, but Amazonia soil, yeah. But that is not necessarily so. The whole point on that clay-based is that a couple of things, right? It was made specially for aquariums, so the soil itself, the substrate itself, would contain one, the nutrients. It will lower the pH of water. It will provide phosphates to enrich the growth of your plants and all of those things, those nice things packaged in them. So I think when it comes to the substrate system, I'm just going to go ahead and just build this one as I talk through it, right? One of the things that you want to take care of, and especially for long term, the tank that you're setting up is really what you put underneath here, because if what goes down there goes wrong, then you are easily just having to redo your tank. So long-term system, you ideally, if you have the budget and all of that, you ideally would go with a something like a full ADA substrate system. But there are other ways, and that substrate system would it's really for long term. I guess we will just break that down as we go along, but I'm gonna show you what I do, which is all the time when I set up a tank, I would put crushed lava rock as a base layer first. That way, even in long term, when the because I'm going to be using aqua soil in this case, which is clay based, over time it sort of corrodes and crashes out, and it becomes very small particles. And because we'll have and you don't necessarily want it to compact, because flow of water, nutrients, oxygenation, and all of that is not happening properly in your substrate soil, in your substrate system. So putting crushed lava rock, it will really help with that flow within the substrate system, but also it will be home for beneficial bacteria in your substrate system, which is also quite essential for your ecosystem. So I do already have crushed lava rock that is sitting here, which I am going to use. There's no specific ratio that I want for this, but it's just putting down the substrate system, and I kind of figured out I'll be doing a rock layout in this one. So I didn't want to build height coming towards the back. What that does long term is, like as you set up the tank, you get in your hardscape and all of that, is that it will give you a sense of depth within your tank. But again, more things that we can always discuss at a later stage. I am clearly prepared for this because I do not know what I'm going to use for this. Anyway, so yeah, this is just crushed lava rock really. There's nothing special to this. We just, one, we want to build height with it, and two, for the long-term support of this tank, you know, that will have there'll still be flow and those beneficial bacteria in here. Cool. So yeah, I'm just really pushing it back because I do want to build height at the back, given that I'm going to be working with rocks. I don't necessarily need to build height, but I think for that rock that was eyeing me all the time, we already made plans, right? Like our layout is kind of going to sit like this, right? So that is that. I just want to add actually a few more to kind of cover the whole bit, not necessarily, but yeah. And now for aesthetic reasons, I'm just going to push this back so that it's not really visible on the sides of the tank, but we'll know that it's there. You know that it's there. I'll know that it's there. Anyway, cool. And then, just like I said, I am using aqua soil. I can't really remember which one this one is. It's just in a packet store here. So just decided, you know what? Why not? So here we are. Again with this guy, no real hassle to this. I am looking for something which I do have, but I have no idea what it is. Since I did not find that something I was looking for, I'll just use this guy. Just straight to back up. If you don't know who this is, what it does, I don't know. That's what you can look it up. Anyway, so what I want to do here, I just want to like carefully put the active soil down right in the front first. And the reason for this is that I do not want this crushed lava rock to come, because if I just put it here, it will probably just push this lava rock, and yeah, something I want to avoid. So I'm just adding it to the front first to help with that, and then I'm just going to lay it over the rest of this, which now I feel like this is taking my time. I do not need to do that. So I'm just going to add it here and then just push it back as I need to. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then one of the most important tools. So yeah, we have established that we ideally want to get in a slope here for our substrate system, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. So yeah, I think so far we have covered that we need two things. We need the tank itself, we need a substrate system is the second bit, and then just going forward, yeah, I think that should be fine for now. Also, yeah, just going forward, the next bit that I'm going to include as part of this video is the hardscape, but really hardscape is an optional. You don't necessarily need hardscape for you to start your first planted tank. In fact, there's a whole style called the Dutch style that is built around a tank that only has plants, so you don't really need your hardscape for any of that, and you can do that. So I'm just including hardscape here as an added bonus. Really, it's not really something that you actually do need for you to start your first planted tank. And my hardscape of choice, it will be black lava rock. So what I'm going to do really is, I've got quite a few pieces and I'm just going to select a few of them. It's quite important that I select some different sizes and then just go through the iteration of like figuring this out in terms of getting a nice layout. And I say nice because it has to be nice for me, right? Otherwise I will never finish making the video and the layout. But yeah, thinking for, yeah, let's just go get a few different pieces of rocks, including the one that has been making eye contact with me. Just to show you this guy, you see how big that is, and I think this is the perfect tank. One of the things that you can do is just exaggerate the hardscape that goes in your tank. Don't limit yourself. So I just want to build around this. So I'm just gonna get a few other black lava rocks, ideally different sizes than this. And then because of rock formation, it follows certain rules. It's usually called Iwagumi. But yeah, you ideally want to have about odd number stones, your 3, 5, 7, and you just make your layout based on that. So first one, let me just get a few more that I'm going to play around with and take it from there. So I just took a few more that I'm just gonna put around. They might work, they might not work. We'll see. I think what is really important is that they are kind of different sizes. Okay, cool. First off, this guy, right? This will be our main rock in this case. And you just ideally want to place it such that it's in the right place, I guess, for you. Very important for you. So you can just place it in here, and if that looks good like that, it's good. And then let the plants do the rest. But for me, I think I do want to have this guy sitting somewhat like this. Rocks usually have different phases, shapes, and all of that. You just look at it and see which one is more interesting, and that's the part that you ideally want to show to people. So yeah, I think this as it is, this way would be perfect. But I'm just mindful that if I try to put this, it might. So I really need a support stone to help hold this in place. This is where your small rocks come in. Something small like this you can use as a support stone to just help position this properly in your tank. So for instance, if I try to put it like this as it is, it might not work as well because it's just pushing down. So it helps to have something like this sitting there, and it sort of helps you put it down there. And then from here on, it's just a matter of playing around with the layout, seeing what works for you, seeing what doesn't work for you. I think this piece I've got like a perfect resting phase for this one. So this is the rock that we've been making eye contact, and now I think I see why. It's just been begging to say, hey, let's play. So yeah, and then you just carry on with the skate really, and you can go really different ways with this. I'm looking at this one, it looks like it's just going to be fighting for attention with that one, so this is probably not a good idea. So that is why it helps to have different pieces of rocks that you can play around with to do this. So this most probably not going to be that well for us. And then you have something like this, which is noticeably shorter, smaller than this one. So it's something that might work. And then again, you look at it, you look at the interesting bits. This is the interesting bit. This is the bit that I ideally want to see, because I was kind of thinking this way, but I'm looking at it, all the nice bits of it will be hidden. So something like this, if it allows me. Yeah, so also I must just say, yesterday at the event, there was a Iwagumi layout, so I guess this, in a way, and it didn't win, so maybe this is a way for me to feel better about that whole thing, because I actually liked that game. So, yeah, and then you just get a few, you play around, you look at it, if it works for you. I do not really hate that, but yeah. So, and then from here it's about just getting, so it's like something is missing here. So it's always like that, right? Like you play around, you look at it, and you just do it. So the whole point then of raising the substrate, especially here at the back, was so that it can give you an illusion that the tank is bigger than it is. It gives some level of depth also to the tank. You can see like, oh yeah, there's actually a pathway going there. But yeah, I do want to put in another stone around about here. I mean something like this, something small like this, and see if it works out well. Which it doesn't look like it does. So we go back to the drawing board and go back to trying to find different tree stones. I'm getting smaller ones now, just to play around at them and see what really works. Right? It's just a matter of getting variety here and playing around with it just to see if anything pops out, right? So it's just mainly stuff like that. And here we want to put on something, right? Such that maybe it brings the substrate a bit here. This is why that whole height bit was important. Because what this does now is, I think I just need a bit more substrate, which add more, so just go from this side. Try to get this guy to sit there. But then again, also like I said, might work, might not work. So it's part of it. So the other thing that I was highlighting, and especially when it comes to Iwagumi systems, is things like what is this number of stones. So if you look at it currently, this kind of looks like one stone. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to balance that out and make it an odd number of stones. So we can add like something small somewhere just to maybe complement. So this we are not really too worried about. The plant will most probably just cross over it. I think I kind of like this whole setup as it is right now. And then from here on, the plants can do the job. So the thing that I do need to do is just to raise that substrate again right there at the back, and we should just come up with something nice. So let me do that. and now it's just essentially inviting even more. You can see the space is now quite open, and it is screaming for, can we put something here? But then again, you can just quite as easily as well use that as use that strategically for plants as well, type of plants that you put there and all. But yeah, it definitely is begging if you look at the ratio of this and this. But the other thing that we can do, I think maybe, is just take it a bit up, so that we bury it less, and then it kind of gives us thing that we're looking for. Yeah, I think I'm actually quite happy with this. It's just now defining this properly. This guy is now really buried. It's gonna be buried anyway with the plants. But yeah, just defining the slope. So I'm pretty much sure that quite a bit of things that we can really improve with this scape, but I'm liking it as it is, and we are not really building this for competition to take care of things. It's just going with what really works. What is it that I enjoy with this scape? So I am building it for me in this case, and yeah, so that is that. Cool. So yeah, I think this is kind of where I will stop as far as this is concerned. So the two parts, that the stuff that we covered so far as getting your first planted tank is, you need the tank itself. That's dependent on your budget, the space that you have for it and all of that. So you get different sizes and all of that. And then in the substrate system, it's quite important for longevity to make sure that there's always flow of water within the substrate system, so that it can house and oxygenate all the bacteria that are beneficial bacteria that will be homed there. And in our case, we just used crushed lava rock and active soil. And then as an added bonus to this one, we did hardscape, and in this case the hardscape of choice, now that I'm looking at this, is not so, probably change that, but anyway, not bad. The hardscape of choice in this case was lava rock, black lava rock, and we just built something based on that. So in the next video we are going to cover, let's see, from here on we're just going to do planting. So we'll cover planting with the next one, and then the lighting and the filtration. So those are the other bits that we will just cover as we go along. So for now, this is where we are. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and if there's something specific that you want me to cover, please do let me know. And yeah, thanks everyone. Please do consider liking and subscribing. Like and subscribe, you know. Yeah, no, internal joke. Yeah, please do consider it. It really does help us out. And also do leave your feedback, comments, and all of that. They really do also help us out in terms of improving how we do what we do and how we are delivering this information to you. So yeah, anyway, Have a good one. Cheers. After yapping a lot, I actually realized that the lighting and the reflection was bad, and I think I'm going to redo all of that. So I tried to switch off the tanks at the back just to show you this scape and what it looks like and where we kind of ended off. So yeah, this is mainly what it looks like, and we'll just continue from there if nothing changes, because I know myself probably do some changes. But anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like. I really do need to figure out the lighting and all of that as far as taking videos and content like this going forward. I do apologize for that. And yeah, the other thing that I forgot, as always, this up until the next video, it will be on the website available for purchase if anyone needs it or wants it, and obviously it will be at the price where this is now currently, and as we add plans and go on through cycling this, the price will keep updating for this specific tank. So if you want it as it is, so far everything that we've covered here, yeah, you can get it at thescapegarage.com/scapes or something like that. So it will most probably be uploaded by tomorrow though, as it is. So yeah, cool. A description about it and everything will be in there. Anyway, cool. Enjoy. Cheers.